Hi, y'all. What's your name? Evan. Say hi. Hi. Good job. So it's me and Ed back with Self Care Sunday, y'all. So this week we're talking about being you unapologetically, right? Showing up you, no F's given. I talk about that a lot. That's what Crown's Love stands for. That is my sole purpose, is to model to others to just show up themselves and to be themselves unapologetically. To have Crown Love really is to defy society's norms on what is beautiful, what's socially acceptable, what's okay. Defying colonized ideals around what's successful, what's socially acceptable, and all that. You know, we're trying to undo that so that we can move into a safer place as a world, just as in general. So that brings me to the topic of this week. I found myself as a Black sister who embodies my Blackness in all that I do, say, walk, and talk. I often joke and say I'm blacker than black. Like, okay, you're gonna get it from head to toe. I felt in professional settings that it has been very difficult for me to navigate in those settings authentically myself. I was often put in a position where I felt like I had to shrink myself in all of who I am, my creativity, just the way I show up, to fit into boxes. And these boxes were created by white culture. A lot of conditioning in professional settings has created this culture or this unspoken thing where being your Black self unapologetically has been deemed unprofessional. We see it in your hair. We see it where you're encouraged to not speak with your dialects or your comfortable culture or whatever. However you speak and greet, you're steered away from that, and just you basically turned into a little robot on a job. And this is not everyone's experience, but this is how I came up with this whole shebang. To be your Black self unapology, I repeat it again, unapologetically is seen as unprofessional. Any space where people can't be themselves is not a safe space. It is very, very clear to Black and brown folks that there is a time and a place. We learn this as very small children. Some of the things that we're able to do in the privacy of our home is not seen professional in public, and we teach our children to walk through the world like this. Origin of this, definitely get it. A lot of trauma-based, fear-based parenting, whereas you want your kids to walk a straight line as a Black and brown mom or parent, because you know that it is unsafe for our children out here. So we just begin to control, and we're starting to see why we've been conditioned to have some inferiority, and we're not playing that anymore. W. Du Bois explains it in his study, The Souls of Black Folks. And his study, he snatches everybody edges and proves everything that I'm saying, what we're talking about. He proves that Black people constantly have to show up with the mask, right? Double consciousness explains that we have to second guess the way that we talk, the way that we walk, and before we do anything, because there's this fear about how we will be perceived. So we're just trying to, play it straight and play it safe. I really push everybody to realize that I understand the need to get that bag. I understand the need to do what you have to do. But for me, I have been very intentional around having my work be in alignment of my values, of my morals, because it has, in the past, when I have not done that and set up things that way, it has been very taxing on my mental health. A lot of folks have been told that they cannot have two things at once, that they cannot work in peace, also gain money, monetary value, and feel peaceful about what they're doing and good about the work that they do. It is possible. There are so many spaces where you're not going to be able to show up you unapologetically because you don't have to control. Don't do that in spaces where you can control it. Start going in spaces where you are accepted all in all and through, because this is just not okay for us. You want to show up all of you and be in a space where it's safe to be all of you, where you don't have to constantly second guess that. We already have to do this shit day in and day out. Let's create some spaces where that's not the thing. And for folks who have gatekeeping positions that are involved directly with hiring, check your conditioning at the door. when you are deciding who is deemed professional or fit for the position. That's that on that this week. Happy Self-Care Sunday, y'all. Take care of yourselves. Show up you. Take care of yourself today and take care of yourself every other day after.